I'll join you on Genshin. Genshin sounds fun. I might do this story real quick. Yeah, I guess I might as well just do it. What else do you have to say? I returned late last night, but I didn't touch the mirror. I saw with my own eyes that you had the red cloth in your hands when you woke up, the red cloth that covered the mirror. Why do you deny this? I don't know what happened either. I returned to my room. Alright, I remember now. Something was off last night. I've always been a light sleeper, but after I heard the sound of a bell last night, I fell right asleep and slept through the night. I didn't intend to break your rules. If you want me out, I'll leave right now. Then again, please let me know the way out. Get out. Huh? Get out. Fine, I'll go. And close the door. I'm really sorry. Tisk. Purity. Bye. He still couldn't evade it this time. He's merely a mortal with slightly heightened senses. Perhaps I shouldn't have let him stay to begin with. You're the one who said we must save him. Why don't we tell him everything? This will drag him in even deeper. He's already knee-deep in this. Have some faith and maybe he can save himself. This way, you can also focus more on the preparation for the eve of the Ghost Festival. Master Yin Yang will only take further advantage of you. I won't let him have his way. Yes, I know. You're the most powerful member of the Bai family. I simply don't wish to see you get hurt. You were fearless in the Battle of Changchuan, but if it weren't for Paddle, that arrow... I've heard enough. We'll do things your way. Very well, then. Last night, you were still standing outside when the candles were out, so you must have seen it, yes? What exactly do you mean? If you're talking about those strange people, then yes. One calls himself Paddle, and the other is Crane. You are quite the paradoxical one, aren't you? Cowardly one minute and fearless the next. You refuse to believe the things you see, yet subconsciously you quickly accept them as truth. I'm just afraid of dying is all. If you were truly afraid of death, you wouldn't have stumbled through the fog and into my courtyard. There's nothing scarier than a solitary house appearing out of nowhere, not even the eerie fog. It is merely that your subconscious seeks danger. Your body, on the other hand, is instinctively trying to survive. That sounds about as far from normal as a person could be. And yet, the mirror dream is especially fond of odd ones such as yourself. Huh? You're not going to throw me out into the fog, right? Did she just tell me about the mirror demon just like that? I can't expect Paddle or Crane to keep their mouths shut. If there's anything you wish to know, just ask. I'll ask about the mirror demon. Due to my own carelessness, the malicious demon was let loose some days ago from within the scroll, a mirror demon. The mirror demon manifested from the fear of the living that exists in the dimensions between reality and illusion, gorging themselves on fear. Unless they show themselves of their own accord, capturing them is impossible. A mirror demon only manifests itself when it has found a prey. On the first day, it makes contact with its prey through the mirror, and day by day, little by little, it learns to mimic its targets. Once a mirror demon can perfectly emulate its prey, it will emerge from the mirror and assume that prey's identity. As for its victim, it is sealed within the very same mirror and doomed to become the next mirror demon. I have a question. Does the water surface count as a mirror? Perhaps mirror demons are able to use any surface where reflections can be reasonably perceived. You noticed it too, didn't you? Yes. Then it's safe to say that last night, when I was washing my hands, I could have fallen victim to the mirror demon. Paddle was a rosewood paddle used to scoop rice. After absorbing enough energy from the earth, it became a spirit, specifically a childlike spirit that takes great pleasure in harassing others. His appearance are often accompanied by a great deal of misfortune, coupled with his troublemaking nature. He is not particularly well received by anyone, but in reality, he is quite fond of humans and having fun. Oh, yeah, I know. I just hate that. Oh, I almost dropped my phone. I just hate that I'm having bad matches. And I knew I was going to, because I'm not. I mean, I was already feeling tired. I'm just not thinking straight. And the heat is bothering me. The heat flashes. It just sucks. I just feel like I'm letting people down. Oh man, this is making me want to play Antiquarian now because I have to get her deductions done. Ugh. But in reality, he is quite. Oh, I already said that. He must have some other special characteristics, right? After all, his paddle was broken when I first saw him. Also, if he's the cause of so much strife and misfortune, why do you insist on keeping him at your side, Miss Spy? Oh yeah, once I go to sleep, I'll be like fine. And once I play a different game, I'll be much better. Perceptive paddle may be weak, but he is quite adept at saving people's lives. Adept. His paddle is prone to breaking when he sustains any injury. People often take advantage of this by keeping paddle in captivity, but training him always proves difficult. In any case, paddle only saves others when the need arises. The paddle's unbroken appearance is nothing more than an illusion. In reality, it is already broken beyond repair. He saved me once before, which is why I do everything in my power to keep him alive. Sad Asia Genshin noises. Oh, that's right, because you're in the Asia server, so you can't play with us. I mean, you can join us and just talk, but you wouldn't be able to raid Mivox's world. What AR are you, Chloe? Ask about the scroll. This is known as the Scroll of Baiji. According to legend, Baiji is a mythical beast capable of human speech, one that can perceive the true appearance of all living things and understand their emotions. I mean, I could try and stream Genshin. I have to figure out how to do that, but I can probably stream Genshin if you want me to. I'll just have to set up at a different place than where I'm set up now. But yeah, what AR are you in your account? For generations, my family has guarded this scroll. I am the latest in a long line of protectors. As such, I have also been named after the scroll. Is that all? The Bai family has many secrets, including the importance of safeguarding this scroll. Sharing further knowledge with outsiders is strictly forbidden. 56? I think I'm at like 47. That's okay, I won't pry any further. Anyway, doesn't it look like a piece of it is missing? Naturally, a priceless and ancient heirloom such as this has passed through many hands in its time, sometimes under criminal circumstances. As such, only a fragmented version of the original remains. All you need to know is that whoever has their eyes on you is most likely after the scroll. I suppose I was the only one who managed to enter the courtyard. It makes sense that I'm being targeted. You know everything you need to know, at least for the time being. Regardless of whether or not last night's events unfolded according to your will, there is a very high possibility that the mirror demon has chosen you as its prey. What should I do? Mirror demons need time to perfect their mimicry. As long as you avoid looking at your reflection for the time being, it shouldn't be able to replace you so quickly. But this is predicted on the assumption that the mirror demon emulated you for the first time last night. That's right. In the worst case scenario, the mirror demon has already learned how to copy most of my movements already. Now that the situation has reached this point, I will need your help with something. Well, why did it turn dark? What do you need help with? What? You have to... I hate when you have to... I hate when one of the things is to get a victory or a draw. Oh, Jesus. Ah, I didn't mean to go. Oh, true. The eyes are like everywhere. Look at her. Yes, it is my hairpin. Perhaps I dropped it in the forest while giving away the altar lamp. Thank you. Giving away the altar lamp, the tall gentleman I met while I was lost in the forest was walking through the mist with an altar lamp in hand. They were just carrying Disciple around. Because Disciple's skin name is Altar Lamp. So did you give that to him, Miss Vi? No, not him. I gave it to my previous visitor. A stubborn, scheming, and smart guest who's unwilling to listen to advice and puts their own self-interest first, but also a pitiable guest. Since release, I'm addicted to ID5 and keep taking breaks from Genshin because of it. I've been playing more recently though. Oh, nice. Staying antisocial. You joined a Genshin. Holy moly, Genshin Discord. You better come to head. By chance, what a nonsensical excuse. Oh, Jesus, oh, no, never mind. I was like, oh, geez, she's gone. I heard people are hiding beneath the mountain, but no one has found them for a very, very long time. That's amazing. I want to learn hide and seek from them. I wish I could walk faster. I hate how slow he walks. No worries, Jai. Hello, Crane. That cousin of Lady Bice wrote a song during last year's Ghost Festival. The lyrics are written on that piece of cloth you're holding. A man who isn't, an image which isn't, shadows, and the first line should be what she saw and heard in the mountains. The second line seems to be a prophecy of Lady Bice's rules this year. But what do the third and fourth lines mean? Visitor, does it refer to you? I think I should go through more books once I get back. I'm sure Lady Bi knows about all of this, but I don't think she'll tell you. Why don't you try chatting with Pato a little more? That boy may seem like he's good for nothing, but he woke up earlier than us, and he's actually older than us too. He definitely knows the mountains better than us. Okay. Oh, wait, you still gotta talk. The record says that treasure is buried beneath Misty Mountain, but the entrance only shows itself on the 15th of the 7th lunar month, and the altar lamp's guidance is required to get there. There seems to be an odd shadow in the water. What? lamp. Where's the odd shadow? I'm doing this because it makes it so that I can see, because it's different, you know? I heard people are hiding beneath the mountain, blah blah blah. Okay. You don't have anything else to say though. The eyes are purple now. Well, I'm definitely not doing that now, Chloe. Up the 20. Today's available scene events. 5 out of 5. When you hate Jack but got his carry. I think I hear the sound of bells again. I feel so sleepy. I hear the sound of a flute just like that day in the fog. Is the sound of bells getting weaker? What am I doing in the woods? Did I come here in my sleep? Thank goodness I didn't wander too far away. Oh! Excuse me. I said I got it already. Quit bossing me around. We agreed this is merely temporary cooperation for getting what we want. Don't think you can write off the past so easily. A negotiation, but I only see one person up ahead. The brush is too thick for me to get a clearer look, but if I make any sudden moves, they might hear me. Ha! If it wasn't for that arrow of yours in Chain Chuan, how could she have possibly wounded me? I know there isn't much time left, but I haven't had the opportunity had an opportunity to make contact with him. She's keeping a close eye on me. There's someone else? Were there others in the forest? Do you mean the people that came in with him? Is he talking about my club members? That means he must have seen the chairman and the others. Heh. Is there any point in asking that question? You should know all too well what became of them. After all, no one can stay awake for long in the fog. What did he mean by that? Wait, could it be? Whoever is hiding over there, show yourself. You have 3 seconds to come out. 3, 2. Should I just give up and beg him to spare my life? If that doesn't work, I'll have to call out for Miss Bai to rescue me. I just hope she's still close enough to hear me. 1. I'm sorry. Hee hee hee, you found me. You lose, Stovey. It's your turn to hide now. Has Paddle been hiding in the bushes next to me this entire time? Oh, your censor. For the last time, never call me that. I was a Boshan censor, not a stove of any kind. Call me censor. C-E-N-S-E-R. Is that how you spell it? Hey, that's my brush, you thief. Give it back. Ha ha ha, catch me if you can. That censor person threw something in the well just now. Judging from the sound of it, I'd say the well is completely dry and there's nothing more than dirt at the bottom. Now that the situation has reached this point, I will need your help with something. Okay, first things first, I'll need to find a way to retrieve whatever is in there. Is there anything nearby that I can use? That was really weird. Like, why did she start talking? Be a creep. Baby, follow me. The wooden bucket is still intact, but the rope is too short and too worn out. Maybe I should look for another way. Oh, hi. Censor should just give up. With the outside world in such a state, all that was once good are now in ruins. The mythical mountain Boshan is but a fantasy. You want to borrow my fishing rod? I suppose it's okay, since I've gotten somewhat tired of fishing, but I'm feeling quite thirsty. Why don't you fetch me some water? You don't even know where to get water from? You're beyond help. Go to the antique shop's entrance. I'm sure you can run an errand, right? Oh, you're such a bad, bad liar. This could be perfection. Then I'm tripping in your mouth. Most of the victims were divorced prostitutes with a drinking problem, from what it sounds like. I still don't get what intimacy does. I just want the emotes. The intimacy is what you do to get those coins so that you're able to get those hugging emotes. Oh, nope, I didn't want to do that. Did I get it? Like... No, I didn't get it. Gosh darn it. I can't interact with it. There it goes, jeez. Oh, good night, Koharu. Thank you for joining. You too, sleep well. Quick on your feet, aren't you? Not bad, not bad. Here. Got it. Try using it with a wooden bucket and bring them here. It's a lotus mirror. Why, hello there, you snooping little brat. I found this mirror just now. Does it belong to you? Playing coy, I see. How shameless, an outsider. You were the one hiding in the bushes earlier, weren't you? I knew it. I wouldn't get away so easily. How much did you hear? Not much, and I swear I'll never tell anyone about what I heard. Here's your mirror. Oh, I'm certain you won't tell anyone about this except Baiji, of course. She's a master storyteller, you know. It seems she's all but convinced you into working for her. Are you saying that Miss Baiji is somehow using me? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you, since all of this is part of Baiji's grand scheme. Golden Retriever energy, for real. Ask about the scroll. The scroll of Baiji never once belonged to her or her family. The Bai family are nothing more than shameless grave robbers who stole it from the emperor's tomb. They call themselves protectors of the scroll, but they simply use simply wished to use it for their own selfish gains. Those who disagreed with their methods were all but eliminated from their fold. The only way they could have held onto the scroll for so long is by employing the most underhanded and treacherous means possible. I only wish to take back that which never once belonged to them. Take back? There's a mausoleum underground here, and I was awakened from within it. A corpse? Silence, you fool. Do I look like a corpse to you? The thick fog that envelops this mountain is a barrier created by the Bai family. With it, none can enter and none can leave. Take a look at the talisman hanging all around us. Each one bears the handwriting of the Bai family. Hello, Joshua. Thank you for joining. Fearing that the descendants of the scroll's owner would one day return for it, they sealed the entire mountain off from the outside world, and so they turned the owner's ancestral home into a veritable cemetery. The Baiji you know is nothing more than the latest in the long line of Bai family gravekeepers. Then why did Baiji trust me enough to approach her and even approach you? She even gave me the option to leave before, but I was the one who chose to stay. But that's like a whole spirit, right? It all has to do with the mirror demon. You see, there is no such thing as a mirror demon. Then what's on the piece of the scroll that Master Yin Yang managed to tear off? So you knew it was Master Yin Yang who took it. I'm not blind, you know. It's a tapir. When you stumbled across Baiji's secret in the fog, she commanded the tapir to devour your consciousness. Oh great, the third version. But Master Yin Yang arrived just in time to tear off that part of the scroll and save you from being entirely consumed. Even so, Baiji managed to take half of your memories away. Memories that exist outside of their original vessels can only exist between the realms of reality and illusion. The reason why Baiji told you to avoid looking in the mirror is to prevent you from reclaiming your memories. But if memories can be stolen like this, wouldn't it be better to just destroy them? You want antiquarian so bad? Haha. Yeah, I'm doing the story and then I'm actually going to be getting off. I have not been having great games today. And I've been getting really frustrated with it just because I'm just playing horribly. It's just one of those days, you know? It's one of my off days, one of my bad days. I can't. I was raging too much and yeah, it just wasn't fun. Wouldn't it be better to just destroy them? With the tapir's portion of the scroll missing, Baiji can no longer rely on its power to finish the job. She needs to wait for the eve of the Ghost Festival to regain her strength and destroy them herself. Not only that, assimilating your memories takes time. She isn't particularly concerned with where you are, since everything will be resolved by the eve of the Ghost Festival. You don't look all that surprised. Still don't believe me? Doesn't it feel like you're missing parts of your memory? It's true that I sometimes feel as though I've forgotten certain things, but I haven't told anyone about this yet. That's why I've been willing to listen to your explanation. But the part of your story that I find most suspicious is... Why don't you just kill me off from the start and save yourself the trouble? You don't know what lies inside the fog, do you? So can I do the other... Even if they contain something that should never reach the outside world, if everything you said is true, then she already has my memory safely in hand. So what's the cause for all the added concern? It all goes back to Chain Chuan 3 years ago. Ever since then, the Bai family has sent someone to check on this place every ghost festival. She cannot allow even the smallest of problems to arise. If that's the case, what if she has to keep this a secret even from her own family? Doesn't it strike you as odd that nothing and no one can defy her on this mountain? It's like a prison here. Okay. I think... So bro, give me your Beyond the Forest. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to press either. 5 out of 7. Okay, so I still have 2 more scenes I can do. Oh, Paddle wants to talk. A mirror shaped like a lotus? It sounds so familiar. Where have I seen it? Let me think. I think I saw some fragments. Those people who put talismans all over the mountain had mirrors like this. They had the same design on their clothes, and there was something red on the forehead of the person who led them. And I saw so many of me. 1, 2, 3. So many. Every one of them was holding one of me. But why did all those me have chains on their necks? Hug emo shall be mine. A roach? What am I, a roach? Are you excited about next season's Logic Path choice? I forgot who it was. I know I remember I was excited. Was it Enchantress? No, Enchantress is getting an essence. Wasn't it another survivor? Mind's Eye! Right, yeah. That's why, Kid's Eye. You can't even figure out your own problems, that you love to lecture others. Why is everyone like that? Why are you like that? Is that it? Shoot. No. Oh, he's got a red mark on his forehead. 75, 28, 75, 62, 77, 66, 66. I don't know if I have to go inside. Let's look for Crane first. The eyes look like they're white now. They're like a purpley white? Yeah, it's like a purpley white. Oh, okay. So I can only see you with the camera as well. No matter where you got this coin, I advise you toss it out. It belongs to the underworld, and the living should not possess it. 3 years ago, mountain bandits were rampant in the area. They went deep into the mountains and took many precious things. They would have been able to enjoy their spoils, but greed got the better of them. They returned underground and coveted the fragmented scroll of Baiji, ultimately awaking us. Speaking of which, if it wasn't for Baiji, even more of my companions would have awakened. If it wasn't for her, I would be able to lead more clansmen to fulfill the Creator's will. After the Battle of Chainchon, not only did she take the fragmented scroll of Baiji, but she also imprisoned us on this mountain. I won't let her get away with this. If belief in gods does not exist in the era, then we shall sow the seeds of it and overturn such heresy. Heresy? When you were in the fog, did you conclude that you were alone simply because you found no obstacles on the ground, heard no movements, and yielded no response? Okay, that was the last one.